game series. Hi again, everybody. I'm Don Orsillo, and welcome to Red Sox baseball. When spring training started, the Red Sox had two very good center fielders, but as the year went on, we found out they wouldn't be able to play very much because of injury. And now we find out they're both likely lost for the season. The news coming down today. Ellsbury had played in just 18 games this year and had just 78 at-bats a year after setting the team record with 70 stolen bases in a season. Mike Cameron played in just 48 games for the Sox. He's expected to be ready for the start of spring training next year. Terry Francona explains Jacoby Ellsbury's injury a little bit more in depth.
My instincts tell me that kid was probably a little more sore than he was letting on. Probably for obvious reasons. He wanted to play, and he was catching some heat from a lot of you and all you tough guys. And he's probably a little more tender. Maybe he was more susceptible. Maybe he wasn't. Nobody really knows. That's kind of consistent with what Tom said and what Dr. Yoakum said. But it's broken, and it got to heal.
Terry Francona is brought to you by Bigelow Tea as we welcome in Jerry Remy. And Jerry, of course, heading into tonight's action, another night for Ryan Kalish out there, and it gives you a little indication how deep the Red Sox outfield has been this year and the organization to be able to have a guy like Kalish.
Yeah, he's been nothing but outstanding since being called up by the Red Sox, and last night was another great example, hitting a grand slam. And a grand slam off a changeup of one of the best pitches in the league. This ball's going to be down and away from Kalish. He reaches out and pulls that ball into the Red Sox bullpen for the grand slam. Just a tremendous shot by him and a tremendous boost for the Boston Red Sox in their first game on this homestand. You know, he's been very impressive since he's been up here. He's played excellent outfield. Think of the responsibility they put on him right now to be in center field for this ball club with the injuries that you mentioned earlier in the open, Don. The fact that they put him in center field, they have the confidence that he can do the job out there, and he's done the job out there. He's not shy, he takes charge, and he's swinging the bat very well.
Well, the Red Sox and Angels ready to go in Game 2. We're back with more from Fenway Park right after this. Welcome to Fenway Park. It's been an amazing run for the Red Sox. They're 8-0 in the season series. It's game 2 of this series between the Angels and the Boston Red Sox. Hi again, everybody, and welcome back inside the broadcast booth. Well, tonight, John Lackey takes the hill for the Red Sox against his old team, the team that he only knew prior to coming to the Boston Red Sox, signing here during the offseason, and he's fared very well in 2 starts against his old team, coming into tonight's 3rd start. We like to look at some of the numbers for him heading into tonight and what he's done in the past. Lackey has made 1 start versus his old team, 1 at Fenway and 1 in Anaheim. In his first outing against them back at Fenway Park on May 5th, he allowed just 1 run, 1 of 3 times this season he's done so. Lackey enters the night with 99 strikeouts on the season. It'll be his 8th straight season with 100 or more as he gets another chance at the Angels. On the other side for the Angels tonight is Scott Kazmir, the tough lefty, and to tell us more, there's Heidi Watt.
Don, Scott Kazmir is making his 3rd start since coming off the disabled list. He missed almost a month with shoulder soreness. Now, he seems to have regained his form in these last 2 starts, and he's faced the Red Sox more than any other team in his career. So I asked David Ortiz for a scouting report on the lefty.
I haven't faced him in the past few years, but he was, before he had a problem with his arm, he had a lot of power, you know, and that was another thing that made him even tougher, you know, that he could throw any pitch, any hitter can be hitter count or count on his favor, you know. He got good stuff.
Ortiz is batting .205 off the lefty in his career. He does have 2 home runs in 44 at-bats against Kazmir. Don?
Game 2 of the series is all ready to go. It's the Red Sox and Angels coming your way next from Fenway Park. Baseball lesson is brought to you by Southwest Airlines, New England Subaru dealers, Dunkin' Donuts, New England Ford dealers, Bermuda Tourism, your local Infinity dealer, and by Taco Bell. Well, it's worked out to be an okay evening here at Fenway Park. It is cloud covered, but very comfortable conditions at the moment. The lights are on as the Red Sox and Angels are ready to go for game 2 of this series. John Lackey ready to face his old team, as standing in on the left side is Bobby Abreu. And the first pitch of this one, it is in there for strike one, and we're underway. John Lackey's 25th start of the year, 10-7 with a 4.54 earned run average. He's logged 154 and 2/3 innings, 288 opponent batting average, and a strikeout shy of 100 on the year. Last time out, a no decision against the Blue Jays, 8 innings, and he had 3 runs, a walk, and 4 Ks. So trying for that elusive 11th win for the last 3 starts. So Abreu hits one to short right field. Darnell McDonald makes his way in and puts it away for out number 1. Check out the Angels starting 9. Bobby Abreu, who just let it off. He's the left fielder with Reggie Willits in center field batting second. Alberto Callaspo at third base in the 3 spot with Torrey Hunter in right field. Hideki Matsui is the DH with Meister as Turris at shortstop. Howie Kendrick, who made a pinch hit appearance last night, is at second base starting today. Mike Napoli at first base. Jeff Mathis pitches his first game of the series. 1 out here in the first inning. Reggie Willits comes off the bench a lot for Mike Scioscia, does a lot of pinch running, and finds his way into games generally late, but a start here tonight, 279, no homers, and 8 runs batted in. The Angels starting the night 8 games back in the American League West behind the Texas Rangers. Not able to really gain any ground on the Rangers, who have done nothing but lose to the Tampa Bay Rays. This is shot by the third baseman Beltre into left field, down towards the corner. Bill Hall over to get it by the garage door, quickly gets it back in, but Willits with good speed, a double with 1 out here in the first inning.
Reggie Willits taking advantage of the fact that Adrian Beltre playing in at third base because Willits can run, and he just slaps one right by Beltre down to that corner. Beltre with the dive, cannot come up with it, and once it gets down to the 310, an easy double for Reggie Willits.
One down here in the first inning. Reggie Willits at second base. Alberto Callaspo the batter. Callaspo close to the plate from the left side. As he takes ball 1 inside. Callaspo coming over from the Kansas City Royals in a trade midseason. He's hit 281, 8 homers, 48 runs batted in his combined numbers. Rolls it over foul, and it's 1-1.
The Red Sox defense is brought to you by Verizon Wireless. Tonight it'll be Adrian Beltre at third base, Marco Scudero the shortstop, Dustin Pedroia at second, and Mike Lowell at first. Left to right, Bill Hall, Ryan Kalish, and Darnell McDonald, and Victor Martinez doing the catching for John Lackey.
1 out, Willits at second base. And a 1-1 framed by Martinez is inside. 2-1.
Well, Lackey wanted that breaking ball. He thought he had the inside corner with it. And he did.
Chris Guccione is the home plate umpire tonight. This is line to short, could be 2. Scudero will run to the bag for the 3rd out of the inning. Red Sox coming up from Fenway. Park. Angels do not score in the first. Their starting pitcher tonight is Scott Kazmir, making his 20th start of the year. He is 8-10. One-time ace of the Tampa Bay Rays. 6.36 earned run average this year. 270 opponent batting average and a loss. Last time out against the Blue Jays, 6-inning effort, giving up 2 runs, walking 3, striking out 3, and it's just really never been the same since the surgery that he had at the end of spring training the year before his last in Tampa Bay. Known for his fastball, slider, and changeup, and none have really been the same. And the Rays willing to give him up was kind of amazing. It was one of the great trades in the last 10-15 years. And Victor Zambrano going to the Mets, and Kazmir, such a highly touted prospect from the Mets, going to Tampa Bay, and matched up so well early on against the Red Sox and Yankees, but now in his career is 8-8. 24 total starts. And there's the pitch in there for a strike, and it's 2-1 to Marco Scutaro.
Now you mentioned, Don, he's had a lot of starts against the Red Sox. As we look at Scutaro's numbers, one start this season lasted 4 1/3 innings, giving up 7 earned runs against Boston.
Kazmir, amazingly, with all the time that he's had, is still just 26 years of age. And he was traded for Sean Rodriguez, one of 3 minor league players that has turned into a major league player for the Rays. And a great spring training, of course, we've seen him up with the Rays this season. And you look back to the years in which he was in Tampa Bay, and some of those teams were not very good. It had 13 wins back in 07, 12 wins in 08. It's a ground ball to Kendrick at second base. And there's one down here in the bottom of the first inning. Red Sox starting lineup is brought to you by New England Chevy dealers. Marco Scutaro leading it off, the shortstop with Dustin Pedroia at second base. Victor Martinez does the catching with David Ortiz at DH fourth. Adrian Beltre at third base. Mike Lowell at first base. Bill Hall in left field tonight. Darnell McDonald in right field, and Ryan Kalish is in center field again tonight. The lefty going, J.D. Drew with the night off, at least to begin the game. Dustin Pedroia in his second game back. As he takes strike one over the inside corner. He's part of our key matchup. Brought to you by New England Honda dealers. 5-16 against Kazmir in his career with a home run. On base 23 of 38 times. We talked about the nerves that Dustin must have felt last night. I imagine tonight be a little bit easier on him.
Oh, no question about it, Don. You know, that first game back is a very strange feeling all through the game.
It's already on the 94-mile-an-hour fastball, and it's 1-2. It's one of the things that Kazmir was lacking last year was the velocity.
Now, as you mentioned, that fastball at 94, I threw it by Dustin Pedroia. Pedroia's comfort levels should be much better tonight. I'm sure much more relaxed.
Back in 2008 during spring training, early on in that spring, had some problems with his left elbow. It's called a left elbow strain that he suffered at the time, and that's where kind of a different looking Kazmir started. He was 8-7 in his final year in Tampa Bay. Then when he went to Los Angeles in his final 6 starts with the Angels, he was 2-2 last year. Cranks it foul.
The Angels defense tonight will have Alberto Callaspo at third base, Mysores Torres the shortstop, Howie Kendrick at second, and Mike Napoli at first. Left to right will be Bobby Abreu, Reggie Willits, and Torrey Hunter, and Jeff Mathis doing the catching for Kazmir. The Angels ranked 8th in the American League. They made 78 errors on the season.
2-2 pitch to Pedroia. He is inside ball 3. Yeah, the Red Sox had to deal with Jared Weaver, the major league leader in strikeouts, and they got to him last night. 5 innings, 6 runs, 6 hits, 2 walks, and 4 Ks. Of course, the big grand slam for Kalish. Solo shot for Darnell McDonald right out of Fenway Park. The off pitch. Here's ball 4 away. And Pedroia down to first base. It's time now for a look at the game notes brought to you by Jordan's Furniture. John Lackey is 2-0 this season against his former team. He would be the second Red Sox pitcher with 3 wins against L.A. this year, joining last night's winner Clay Buchholz. Ryan Kalish's grand slam last night. The Red Sox now have 6 on the season. That puts them in a tie for second in the American League with the Rays. And Kazmir is 1-1 since coming off the DL. In his last start prior to going on the DL, he gave up a career-high 13 runs in a loss to the Oakland A's. One out, one on. Victor Martinez in on the right side. That one almost hits Victor as Kazmir looks down at the landing spot.
Victor's another guy that's had great success against Kazmir. We showed you the numbers for Pedroia, but Martinez at .538 with a home run against Kazmir in his career.
Kazmir used to be the big strikeout guy, 8.9 strikeouts per 9 innings, and averaging just 5.75 per 9 this year. As he misses away, and the count is 2-0. Martinez has hit .396 against lefties this season and .538 in his career against Kazmir. Kazmir, a 2-time All-Star. Fly ball to shallow right over towards the seats. Hunter over towards the track to make the catch. The second out of the first inning, and there's 2 down. Well, while Weaver struggled, Buchholz was outstanding again. And last night, a 7-inning, no-run performance, and he just keeps getting better every time out.
Dropped his ERA to 2.36, which is the best ERA in the American League.
So 2 down, Pedroia at first base. And David Ortiz standing in as the Angels go into a shift. Poppy at 263, 26 homers, 77 runs batted in. And takes ball 1 away. David riding an 8-game hitting streak coming into tonight's action, 306 during the streak. And he's hit safely in 22 of the last 24 games. Dating back to July 22nd. 8 home runs during that span, 18 RBIs. Fooled on that pitch, and it's 1-1.
That's the slider that time for Kazmir. Breaking down and away from David Ortiz. Ortiz only a .205 hitter against Scott Kazmir, but does have a couple of home runs.
For whatever reason, I remember Jim Hickey talking about it when he was with Tampa Bay. Kazmir was with Tampa Bay. That slider was flattening out for a while, and he went away from it and became basically just a fastball changeup pitcher. It wasn't working for him, as this one was chopped foul outside at first.
I'm sure it has something to do with the arm problems that he had. Slider's going to be an awful taxing pitch when you got a bad elbow.
He now works with Mike Butcher, who's his pitching coach. A good one for the Angels. Career totals for Kazmir, 65 and 56. I mentioned before, 2-time All-Star. His last win was against the Tigers back on the 7th of August. And there goes Pedroia on a 1-2 pitch down and away, and the throw is going to go into center field. So Pedroia stands up and heads for third base. He will get there. Stolen base and an 8-2. Red Sox have base runner just 90 feet away with 2 down.
Well, that's an excellent jump. Pedroia got at first base. Really, the catch of Jeff Mathis had no chance at all. The ball gets by his Torres, and Pedroia pops up and goes to third base. Once he can clear himself from Mysurus Torres, that's when he has the third base and has no problem getting there.
Stolen base error to Jeff Mathis. On the throw, 2 down in the inning, and a 2-2. Ortiz and a check swing foul. deck is Adrian Beltre with 2 outs here in the first inning. Ortiz fouling it off down the left field line, still 2-2. And 6 games in this amazing season series for the Red Sox against the Angels. Ortiz leading the way. 333, 3 homers, 4 RBIs. Red Sox are 8-0 against this edition of the Los Angeles Angels. Team that swept Red Sox of the ALDS last year. In the dirt and nicely blocked by Mathis, who saves a run.
Yeah, Mathis, a very good defensive catcher for the Angels. Does a nice job blocking this ball in the dirt. And try to go back to that slide, and Mathis sliding to his left, blocks it, and it stays around home plate, so Pedroia can't score.
Two outs here in the bottom of the first inning. Pedroia at third base. Red Sox trying to grab a run here in the first inning. Did he go? They'll check, and no, he did not. This is Brian O'Nora. Second walk of the inning given up by Kazmir. First and third for Boston, 2 down. And Mike Butcher, the pitching coach, headed out.
One of the things the Red Sox have always tried to do against Kazmir is build up that pitch count high and get him out of the ball game early. 23 pitches here in the first inning.
I want to remind Red Sox Nation, if you need medical care here at Fenway Park, visit the Beth Israel Deaconess First Aid Stand behind Section 12. Beth Israel Deaconess Medical Center is the official hospital of the Boston Red Sox. Two outs in the first inning, first and third. As Pedroia is at third, Ortiz at first. And here's Adrian Beltre. 27, 22 homers, 80 runs batted in. Beltre's been powering up all season long, but he's got 1 extra base hit in 9 of his last 13 games. At least 1 extra base hit in 9 of the last 13. And he's up to a total of 22 home runs on the year. It's 4th in the majors with a .327 average. Five pitches for Kazmir here in the first. 2 down in the inning, first and third. Beltre lines it into center field, a base hit. From third base comes Pedroia, and the Red Sox take a 1-0 lead. Adrian Beltre with a 2-out RBI.
Beltre picks up his 81st RBI of the season. A top spin line drive on the fastball right back up the middle. So the base on balls really hurt Kazmir here in the first inning as the Red Sox take the lead.
He's now hitting .377 with 2 out and runners in scoring position. Comes through here, and Red Sox lead it 1-0. 2 on, 2 down. Mike Lowell, the batter. And it's ball 1. Lowell at .244, 4 homers and 19 runs batted in. He's safely in 10 of the last 12 games, hitting at .302 the last 12 games. For strike 1, 1-1. Red Sox as a team are 4th in the American League to start the night in batting average, hitting at .270 as a club. Minnesota Twins setting the pace in the AL, hitting at .282. Ortiz at second, Beltre at first. And it's down and in. Red Sox have been very patient with Kazmir. He's about to throw his 30th pitch of the first inning. a concerned Mike Scioscia from the Angels dugout. Outfield very deep and straight away. Outside, and it's 3-1. Third 3-ball count for Kazmir of the first inning. The outfield alignment, they are deep for Mike Lowell. Line to the shortstop. As Turris puts it away, and it ends the first. Red Sox grab a run. Lead it 1-0 after 1. One nothing Red Sox on top thanks to an RBI single by Adrian Beltre in the first inning. It is 1-0 as Torrey Hunter gets it off here in the second inning. Hunter, Matsui, and his Turris. A swing and a miss for Torrey Hunter. Our good friend Dave Roberts is in the house here tonight, joined by his father. And Dave, of course, has been battling cancer and in Boston for treatment. Our good friend will be joining us in the top of the third inning. We'll talk more with Dave Roberts. Also great tonight to see another one of our good friends, Lou Gorman, in the house here tonight. He's been very sick over the last couple of months and back here at Fenway Park. Great to see Lou, one of the great baseball ambassadors, as this one is sent into center field for Torrey Hunter, leadoff single. Begin things in the second inning. He takes a hard turn, but he'll remain at first. Second hit off Lackey tonight.
A 4-game hitting streak now for Torrey Hunter as he takes a Lackey fastball and drills it up the middle for the base hit. Came into the game at .225 hitter against Lackey, but 1-for-1 here tonight.
Torrey Hunter held on at first base by Mike Lowell as Hideki Matsui stands in. 255, 15 homers. 59 runs batted in first year, of course, in an Angels uniform. We talked about it before, Jerry. Kind of wondered how the Yankees would do without Damon, without Matsui, two guys who were huge for them in the postseason last year and in the World Series. But apparently they have done okay in the absence so far.
You know, one guy that stepped up very big for them is Brett Gardner. He's done a very good job for the Yankees, replacing Johnny Damon basically in the outfield.
I think moving Robinson Cano up and what he's been able to do in the 5 spot is unexpected.
He's taken that challenge on, and he's done very, very well.
Also, of course, without Melky Cabrera, another part of that team. One is fouled off, and it's 0-2.
I thought Melky at times was a liability to the Yankees.
And the Yankees starting tonight with a 6-game lead. I'll take that back. Tampa Bay wins today, so the Yankees are half a game back at Tampa Bay. And 5.5 ahead of the Red Sox in a wild card spot as we speak. Tampa Bay played day baseball today. They're able to beat up on Texas again.
Yeah, thanks, Texas. I mean, they helped out a lot. Down there and get swept, right? That's the series must be over.
Yes, they played day game today, getaway day, and it's 8-6 Tampa Bay beating Texas.
Well, the Angels like those results.
There's a possible double play ball. Shortstop Scudero tags second, fires to first. It is a double play ball. Red Sox have turned 2 in the first 2 innings.
And Scudero's been involved in both. One a line drive, and he tags second base. Now a ground ball that he'll tag second base and make that relay throw to Mike Lowell to get the double play. Matsui's ground ball leading him right to the bag.
Two down here in the second inning. Meiser as Turris stands in and takes strike one. 245 hitter, 3 homers, 25 runs batted in. As Turris moving to shortstop tonight. Aguilar moving to the bench as Howie Kendrick is at second base tonight for the Angels. They kind of platoon through the middle of the infield. There's a pitch in the dirt, and the count 1-2. Well, during tonight's game, we want to remind you to bid on a one-of-a-kind trip to see the Boston Bruins play in Prague in October. All proceeds benefit the Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon, which of course begins tomorrow. But this auction is tonight. Visit NESN.com/JimmyFund for further details. We can tell you that it is a 7-day Prague experience, October 5th through the 11th. Airfare for 2, a 5-night hotel stay with 5 breakfasts and all kinds of perks. I'll tell you more as the night goes on, as that one is just outside.
Well, so far they've received a bid there for $3,000 for that trip.
We will tell you this, that some of the fan experiences include dinner with Cam Neely, an open practice session, and a memento gift. And there are 2 games that will be played there. Chance to go to both as part of tonight's Jimmy Fund auction. As Turris reaches out, protecting the plate, fouling it off, lands at 3-2. As Turris lifting it down the left field line. Hall on the run towards the corner. It is not caught. It's a fair ball. Heading to second base is Turris, and he will get there safely. Will Hall going over there with virtually no foul ground. He may have hurt himself, too. As he gets over there, it hit his glove, ended up kind of overrunning it.
You see right there, it's in his glove and then back out, and then he kicks the wall. Looks like Bill Hall gets that warning track, and he's not quite sure how close he is to the wall. Had the ball in the heel of the glove, it rolled up to the webbing of the glove and then fell out. And it looks like he banged his foot up against that wall.
Well, he's been so valuable in the absence of so many others. It is a double with 2 outs here in the second inning. He had to go a long way to try to get that. As Turris at second base, Howie Kendrick with a count of 1-0. Looking ball in there for a strike, 1-1. Kendrick at 269, 9 homers and 58 runs batted in. And a pinch hit in the ball game last night. He's their top hitter against the Red Sox. He's hit a 346. His career against Boston. This is towards the shortstop Scudero to his left. Sidearm toss is low, but Lowell digs it out. It ends the top of the second after an inning and a half, 1-0 Boston. Products Company is a proud sponsor of the Red Sox Foundation, helping to address health needs in our communities. A beautiful sight that is tonight. We've had back-to-back great sunsets here in Boston. Red Sox on top 1-0 as we head to the bottom of the second inning. Bottom third of the Red Sox order. Bill Hall, not after the first pitch, lifts a fly ball to right field. Torrey Hunter is out there, and he makes the catch for the first out of the inning as we check in with Heidi.
Given up just 2 earned runs in 2 starts since coming off the disabled list. That's compared to 20 earned runs in the 2 starts before being placed on the DL. I talked to his pitching coach, Mike Butcher, about what he's doing differently.
He looks a little bit sharper right now. You know, the fastball has got the normal life back on it. His slider is tightened up a little bit, and he's throwing a good changeup. So I think the main thing is that he feels good out there, and that's a lot of confidence for him.
At 8-10, Casimir has already posted a career high in losses this season. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. It's been kind of strange territory for Casimir. And really the lone star of the Tampa Bay Rays for quite a while down there, and then they turned it around, and in the end, when things get good, Casimir heading in a different direction, and now a member of the Angels and trying to kind of get it together here in the midst of a meeting with himself and behind the mound is almost behind 2-0.
Well, it has the feel of Tampa Bay here tonight. You have Scott Casimir on the mound. You have Dick Vitale behind home plate. Vitale, of course, we see down in Tampa Bay a lot.
McDonald puts the charge into this out towards right center field. Back goes Willits, and that's going to be on the triangle. Jumping up into the seats, a ground rule double for Darnell McDonald. A little deep as part of the yard out there towards the 420 marker, and into the triangle. It's a double for McDonald.
That ball really had a lot of slice on it. Would have left the bat, it just started immediately to slice away from Reggie Willits, that center fielder, and bounce up in the stands for the ground rule double. So the home run last night from McDonald starts tonight off with a ground rule double and gets in scoring position.
Now with his walking lead at second base, 1 out, Ryan Kalish, number 9 man. In there for strike 1. I told Jared Weaver that these are the 8-9 guys because they were the guys that got to him in a big way last night. That's in there for a strike, and it's 0-2. Last night, the grand slam for Ryan Kalish, first grand slam of his career, second home run of his major league career. Lucky in the Red Sox breathing room. Darnell McDonald had hit a solo shot earlier. Part of Jared Weaver's tough outing. Outside, 1-2. Mentioned it last night. At 22 years of age, 142 days old, he became the youngest Red Sox player to hit a grand slam since Tony Conigliaro did it back in August of 1965. Kalish with a swing and a miss here strikes out, and there's the first K for Kazmir. 2 down in the inning.
That's the slider that Mike Butcher was talking about. Much better break to it, down and away from the left-hander, and very fooled in that at bat was Kalish against Kazmir.
So 2 down. McDonald at second base, top of the order. Marco Scudero grounded out to second base in the first inning. Who has been part of 2 double plays on the defensive side of things for Boston tonight. For strike over the outside corner, and it's 1-1. That's Terry Francona and the Red Sox starting this homestand against the Angels. The Toronto BN and Seattle. They start to it last night. They took advantage of some of the teams that have not had good years, especially on the road. We talked about Seattle's record last night on the road has been dreadful. They're 18-41 away from Safeco Field. The surprising team this year has been the Angels on the road after being incredible in years past. In fact, they are 5-16 in their last 21 road games. They tied the major league lead with 48 road wins last year. They were tied with the Phillies. And 27-33 away from the Big A this year. And obviously, this is a much different roster for Mike Scioscia, and the results have been much different. With 3:14, runners in scoring position and 2 outs. He's got McDonald at second, 2 down here in the second inning. Outside, ball 3. Dustin Pedroia waiting on deck. He scored the game's only run. There is ball 4, and the third walk given up by Kazmir of his outing. You may have noticed behind home plate the Culotta. I'm going to remind you to cool off this summer with the Wally the Green Monster Culotta and enter for a chance to chill out with Wally, plus free Dunkin' Donuts products for your own backyard party. Pick up an entry form at participating Dunkin' Donuts stores for your chance to win. Maybe that's where Wally's been, Jerry.
No, that's not where he's been. That's not the one I'm looking for.
Oh, a different Wally. Not the one who's promoting his Culotta.
No, I'm looking for one that has a lot of beans in them.
They look a lot alike. 2 on, 2 down as Dustin Pedroia stands in. I understand you were on a radio show this morning in which you had asked for a public apology from myself. So I will do that now. Walter, wherever you are, please come back. We miss you so very much.
That didn't sound very sincere.
This is he must like it muster. He'll throw it homeward, and it is cut off. Bases loaded. And a single for Dustin Pedroia. Dustin has been aboard twice this time with a single.
And the first hit since Pedroia's come off the DL. Fastball away against a guy he's had a lot of success against. That's good hitting. When you've been out of the lineup for a long time, you have a tendency to want to pull the ball when you get back. And couple of shots to the opposite field will get you going in the right direction. So Pedroia's got the walk. He's got the single down.
Bases loaded, 2 down. And Victor Martinez with a chance to do some damage here. He flied out to right in the first inning. Kazmir up to 46 pitches through an inning and 2/3. Down and in, and again Mathis having to slide to his left. Keep that from getting away. Victor with a grand slam in his career, a .301 batting average. And there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Victor is 1 for 7 this season with the bases loaded. In the dirt, and it's 2-1. It's time now for tonight's AT&T trivia question. Last night we talked about the grand slam that Kalish had. Became the second Red Sox player to hit his first career grand slam this season. Which 2 Red Sox players hit their first grand slam in 2009? I'll answer for you a little bit later. Bases filled with Red Sox, 2 down in the inning as Victor backs out with a count of 2-1. And Kazmir about to throw his 50th pitch of the night. It's up high, ball 3. Three walks already allowed by Kazmir through the first inning and 2/3. This one fouled back and a full count. Pretty good rip there on 3-1.
Yeah, Victor had that 3-1 counts, looking for a fastball, gets a fastball, thinking about a possible grand slam with this swing. Ball was a little bit away, not middle in.
6 3-ball counts for Kazmir already, working here just in the second inning. Swing and a foul tip held onto by Jeff Mathis as Kazmir somehow gets out of the jam. 1-0 Red Sox at the end of 2. Top half of the third inning back at Fenway Park. It's 1-0. The Red Sox are on top as John Lackey returns to the mound, and returning to the Nesson booth for us, and we're so glad to see him, is Dave Roberts. My friend, it's great to see you. And you appear to be in very good health. You're in great shape right now.
Yeah, I feel good, and going through this battle this summer has been tough for me, but it's definitely good to be back at Fenway.
This is on the eve of the Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon coming up, and tell us a little bit about how you found out and your experience.
Yeah, it was something that blindsided me, obviously, and I found a lump on my neck, and ultimately I got diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma in late February, and it kind of turned my world upside down. But, going through chemo and, with the support of family and friends, and it's just been an abundance of prayers and thoughts and things like that. I'm getting through it, and now I'm on the part of the radiation.
So you started with the Padres, too, which I don't know if a lot of people knew that this year. You're working with them in spring training right out of the gate.
Yeah, you know what? I was kind of bored at home. I wanted to be a part of the game and had an opportunity with Jed Hoyer, who I knew here in Boston, and he asked me to come on board. So it was great. I'm doing stuff in the major league side of things. I was there in spring training and the development side on the minor league side. So it's been great. The ball club's playing well, and it kind of was a blessing for me because it kind of kept my mind off going through the treatments and things like that. So that was a little bit of a reprieve for me.
And again, your treatment's now here in Boston.
Yeah, so now I'm at a little bit of Dana-Farber and Brigham and Women's going through my radiation.
There's a drive to deep left field. That ball is up and into the monster seats. A home run from Mike Napoli, his 20th home run of the year. And just like that, the Angels tie the score 1-1. So a guy who used to catch, John Lackey, is taking him out of the yard to tie the game.
Napoli gets a breaking ball here from Lackey and picks up number 20 on the season. That breaking ball staying on the inside part of the plate. That's not where John wanted that pitch. First row of the monster seats to tie the ball game.
Here comes another catcher, Jeff Mathis. Of course, Napoli now playing first base in the absence of Kendry Morales. 6th home run of his career against Boston. Dave, I know the outpouring from Major League Baseball had to be incredible after the news, after you did announce the fact that you did have cancer and were going up against the battle. I know it must have heard from so many different people.
I did, from guys that I played with in the minor leagues to fans and to guys that I played with on the Major League side of things and coaches and things like that. So, you accrue so many friends and relationships throughout your career, but to see people really take time out of their busy schedules to, reach out to you was pretty humbling and pretty special for me.
Well, it's been an amazing year for the San Diego Padres, no doubt, as this one was fouled off. I mean, I think people expected some good things from the Padres, but maybe not this good. They've been very good.
Yeah, and I think if you look at the numbers, they kind of defy the odds. Baseball is a statistical game, but you look at these averages and things like that. But the guys they pitch, they catch the baseball, and, having Jed come over there and making a couple of acquisitions, and, obviously at the deadline when you get Tejada and Ludwig and Torrealba's been great behind the plate, and Jerry Harrison Jr. won a World Series with the Yankees last year. Has been big for the Padres, and it's been a lot of fun.
Well, again, we are on the eve of the Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon, and if you could talk to the fans out there, you've done so many times with us here, what would you tell them now that you had a chance, really, I know, just to get to the Dana-Farber, but you know all about it already?
Yeah, what I think for me is that, fortunately, I'm proud to say that I've always, supported cancer and people that have had different problems and disabilities in their lives, and I've prided myself on that. But it's funny is that, with this, it's always, someone's always affected that and that's the thing that for me really hits home is that someone is always affected and you can really make an impact. And for me, I think that this is a great opportunity.
And Jeff Mathis strikes out for the first out of the inning. Well, last year you did a good bit of traveling, as it turned out. You're supposed to be retired, and you ended up filling in for Jerry. I don't know how many games you ended up doing, like 30 or maybe more.
Yeah, I think so. What's funny is that I just retired, and then I told my wife, I was like, hey, I'm going to spend the summer with the family and, and swim in the pool and go to the beach. And sure enough, next thing I know, I find myself standing next to you. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but I'm happy Rem Dog's back, believe me.
Well, it was a good thing for us. I know that.
Do you find it as challenging as playing?
You know what? More challenging. Yeah. It's a completely different. Don't tell Don this, but it's it's just a completely different skill set, and you can do all the interviews that you want to do. But to be up here, in the middle of the fire, it was tough, but it was a great experience, and I wouldn't have traded for the world.
I knew this was so much tougher than actually playing the game. I've known that all along.
I hear that 90-mile-an-hour fastball is a piece of cake.
Yeah. I don't understand why guys can't hit better. I'm convinced.
Yeah, I know. If Don strapped it up and might thought a knock here or there.
Yeah.
I don't know if he told you last year while you were doing games that he thought he could hit 260 in the big leagues.
If I played every day. That was
See,
my thought then.
I might have walked. I might have walked out of the booth if I would have heard that from Don. See, I'm glad you waited a year to say that to me.
I never said that to you. But I made the mistake of telling Doug Mirabelli that one day, and I'd forgotten that Doug was hitting at 210 at the time. And he was kind of offended by it.
I mean, I think that for about 3 years, Doug Mirabelli had the best job in all the sports.
Tremendous.
See, I compliment you on your eyes, you know, it's made for TV, but I've never complimented you on your swing or your bat speed.
I haven't really seen it.
And don't wait for that compliment either.
It's not coming.
It's a bad swing.
It's
really a bad swing.
I don't even want to imagine, Ron.
Well, we talked about it last year about, you know, as far as mentally and getting ready for the games and doing those type things. I mean, how hard has it been for you to be away from the game? I know you were such a gamer when you played. Yeah,
it's tough, but you know what? For me, is that I left it all on the field, and I feel good about that. So I think for me, it's I walked away, I think, at a good time, and I've got no regrets. I think that, you know, you can look back at, you know, my career, and, you know, we had an opportunity to win a World Series, and I've got that ring, and I think that there's a lot of people that wish they can say that. So for me, it's like, it's all good, and I'm just happy to kind of spend some time with the family, but still be a part of the game in some capacity.
Hey, what you're battling right now, man, is a lot more difficult than anything you ever had to do on the field, that's for sure.
Opposite field, and did that get a fan? It may have, but it looked like the fan may have reached over. So they're going to give him second base.
Yeah, there's no question that ball would not have gone out of the ballpark. I think a fan reached over, interfered, and they would put him at second base. That's the umpire's decision. Of course, Mike Scioscia's going to argue that. He may try to call for a replay of it, but you see the fan right there reaching over. I don't think there's any question that ball would not have been a home run.
Well, this is the first time I think we've seen this where a fan has actually reached that far out. Generally, they haven't been able to. And John Lackey not pleased with the fan. I think they will get together, and I think they probably will take a look at this. We've had some fans reach, but I don't think that far.
No, that was a long way, and I just don't believe, looking at it a couple of times now, that they'll call that a home run. They'll discuss it first. They'll make a decision whether they should see it on replay, and we should find out very quickly.
Jerry Crawford is the crew chief, and they are pretty certain that it'll be just a double. They're not even going to take a look. I think they're right.
I think they're right, too.
So Mike Scioscia is okay with it. He'll head back to the dugout, which ought to be a one-out double for Bobby Abreu.
See the big paw coming out over the fence right there and knocking that ball down. I think it would have hit right at the top of the wall and probably came back into the field of play. So I think the umpires got that one correct.
That's now a 10-game hitting streak for Abreu. Updated after that double. He'd flied out to right in the first.
But getting back to talking about the battle you're going through right now, and that kind of puts all the other stuff on the back burner.
No, Jerry, it does. And the ironic thing is that once I got diagnosed, I was trying to keep it. I wanted to keep it quiet, and I didn't want it to be public. And I kind of wanted to deal with it within, you know, internally with the family. But I think that, you know, after a certain time had passed, I realized that I had an opportunity to kind of talk about it and have that platform, and, you know, use it for the, you know, greater good.
This one fouled off. For those of you who have not spent time around Dave Roberts, there's nobody more positive than this guy right here. And I knew right out of the gate you would be battler right out of the chute.
Yeah, you know, and I think that's the thing that my oncologist initially said, is that I think that all the medicine that you're going to get, but having a positive attitude is, you know, a source of medicine that, you know, you just really can't really match. And that's something that, for me, I've tried to stay positive.
Watching video earlier today, as this one misses inside, I think they knew you were coming or going to be around, and they had the stolen base that will never be forgotten. And they showed the throw over right before it from Mariano Rivera. I forgot how close you almost got to get picked off there at first base.
Yeah, that wouldn't have went over. That wouldn't have went over too well in New England, would it?
The facial expression you had was like, oh.
Yeah, great trade, Theo. You trade for this guy. He's in this big situation, takes the lead. He's supposed to steal a base, and he gets picked off.
Yeah, it turned out the right way.
That's right. That's right.
I forgot how close that was. I was like, wow.
And there's Mr. Positive always bringing up.
I mean, the glass is half empty in his eyes. I mean, some things never change.
There's a ground ball right side, as Pedroia will go to first base for it. And on to third goes Abreu. We're down 2 down in the inning.
Well, so how long are you in town for?
I'm going to be here for 3.5 weeks.
3.5 weeks.
So I've got 17 days of the radiation treatment. So it's kind of a Monday through Friday type thing, and so it's good. It's kind of good to come back here and see some guys that I played with, and see the staff, and obviously spend some time with you guys, and just see some fans, and it's been great.
I know the front office has been very good to you, too, over the years and stayed close. I mean, you're here for a very short time, but what an impact.
Yeah, you know what? At the top of that list is Mr. Lucchino. Really, once I got diagnosed, he was one of the first people I actually, outside of my immediate family, that I reached out to. And I know he'd been through it years ago, and I kind of talked to him and asked what I was going to be expecting, and he obviously generously and sincerely obliged, and got me an opportunity to come out here and meet some doctors, and that's actually the reason I'm here. So I'm actually also sitting in this suite tonight, so I'm living the good life. Life is a king for a night.
Well, we hope to see a lot of you here around the ballpark over the next couple of weeks. I know you're going to be going through a great deal, and wish you all the best as always, and continued support from us, that's for sure.
No, thank you very much, Don. I appreciate it. It's good, and I see the light at the end of the tunnel.
Well, on at third base, here's Robbie Abreu with 2 outs in the third inning. The 2 pitches towards the shortstop, Scudero, who will fire to first. And that'll wrap it up, tied up 1-1. And a conversation with Dave Roberts. Good luck, my friend.
Thank you, Don.
Good luck, Dave.
Rev, thank you so much.
All right.
Last half of the third inning back at Fenway Park. Game tied 1-1 now, thanks to a solo shot by Mike Napoli. David Ortiz leads it off here in the home half of the third, and it's in there for strike one. He walked in the first inning. And his second look tonight is Scott Kazmir has thrown a bunch of pitches, 53, as he deals with his first batter here of the third inning. Opposite field, and this is quickly by Abreu on a hop to the wall. Ortiz will stop at first base. Abreu quickly getting it back in. A leadoff single for David Ortiz here in the third inning.
David Ortiz taking a fastball down and away in the inside-out swing to the opposite field. So he's been on base twice against Kazmir tonight. The walk, now the base hit.
A 9-game hitting streak now for David with that base hit to left field. 324 during the stretch. Adrian Beltre, who singled to drive in a run in the first inning. That's here, the runner at first and nobody out. This is ripped hard to third, but picked by Callaspo to second for one on to first. A double play. Hit so sharply and a nice grab by Callaspo. The only reason he could turn that double play. Well, he'll do it quickly.
As Callaspo going to his left, he gets rid of the ball very quick to his second baseman, Howie Kendrick. And they turn the double play over on Adrian Beltre. Nice play by the Angels' third baseman.
A rocket hit down there by Beltre. Two down here in the third inning. And Mike Lowell, the batter, as he takes strike one from Kazmir. Mike lined out to the shortstop, Meiser's Turris, in the first inning. Elevates a little bit at 92, and Lowell chases. Working anywhere from 92 to 94 in this game tonight. The fastball. And the breaking ball is in the dirt. 1-2. The Jimmy Fund Telethon on NESN is brought to you in part by your Boston area Lexus dealers. It all gets underway tomorrow, the 9th annual Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon from Fenway Park. This one on the ground to his Turris. Throws out Mike Lowell. That ends things in the third inning. An 8-pitch inning for Kazmir. A 1-1 game from Fenway. Top half of the fourth inning. Game tied 1-1 now as Torrey Hunter. Swing and a miss for strike one. Hunter singled to center field in the second inning. One of 5 hits for the Angels. He's on the ground to third base. Beltre's got it. Fires across for the first out of the inning. Let's check back in with Heidi.
Don, the Angels were shut out for the second time in 4 games last night. They dropped 3 of 4, so manager Mike Scioscia decided to change things up a bit. He canceled batting practice and told the team to take a breather this afternoon. I asked him about changing up the routine.
You know, your first course of action is to work through stuff and work harder, and we've been doing that and grinding that out for a long time. Guys have been taking extra batting practice, been working very hard in the cage to try to find their swings and find their approach. But it comes a time when you do have to just back up a little bit, catch your breath, and move on. And this is probably the second or third day this year where we've just canceled batting practice out of our normal routine.
The Angels are hitting 107 with runners in scoring position over the last 5 games. They're 0-8 against the Red Sox this season and trail the Texas Rangers by 8 games in the AL West. Don?
All right, Heidi, thank you very much. 1 out here in the 4th inning, and Hideki Matsui swings it at 0-1 and fouls it off. Have you had that happen in your career before? The canceled batting practice, and has it worked? Joe?
Yeah, we've felt it many times. Day games, especially after a night game where there's no batting practice at all. If you have optional hitting, you might want to hit in the cage and stuff. But this time of year, guys have had so many at bats. It really, it's more of a mental thing just to stay away from it. There are a lot of times you really don't need batting practice. And, Socha's trying to try something different. Just stay away from it for a while. Don't think about it. Strap on the uniform and go out there and let's play and see what happens. Hope for the best. But just to get out, change the routine a little bit.
The Angels here on this road trip to get it started, dropping last night's game. And here is Matsui driving one to deep center. Kalish going back, and it's over his head and off the base of the wall. Matsui racing for second base will get there as he slides in with a 1-out double and ended up hitting very low on the wall as Kalish got back there, ends up over his head.
Just couldn't get back there far enough and in time to make this play. It was kind of a line drive off the bat of Matsui, and you see it hits right at that screen. And Kalish gets it back quickly into second base, but Matsui in scoring position with the double.
One out, Matsui at second, and Meiser is Turris, who doubled in the second inning. Takes a look at ball 1 from Lackey. A double by Matsui is the 4th double of this game for Los Angeles, and he makes it a home run. They now have 5 extra base hits of the 6 hits they have. Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Eastern Bank, the best team in banking. Playing in the 4th inning with 1 out, and the Angels threatening in a 1-1 game with a pitch down and in. Lackey falls behind 3-0. It's Turris now, Kendrick next, as the Angels bat here in the 4th. There's a strike, and it's 3-1. Meiser's Turris been all over this lineup for the Angels. He's hit everywhere in the lineup except for 9th. Tonight he's batting 6th. Swings at the 3-2 and grounds it right side. Lowell ranging, will need help. Lackey is there for the out as Matsui takes third base. You can now win with a walk. Get the Goal Getter free iPhone pedometer app from Blue Cross Blue Shield in Massachusetts at bluecrossma.com/goalgetter. 2 outs. Hideki Matsui now at third base, and Howie Kendrick the batter. Kendrick grounded out to shortstop in the 2nd inning. 6 ground ball outs for John Lackey through 3 2/3 innings. And Kendrick out after that first pitch. Angels are 0-8 against the Red Sox this year, 0-5 here at Fenway Park against Boston. Trying to take a lead here in the 4th inning with a go-ahead run at third base and 2 down. Lackey jumps ahead 0-2. Longest single-season losing streak to Boston in club history for the Angels right now. On the ground down the first baseline, foul. They'll do it again, 1-2. The Red Sox had high expectations going into the postseason last year. Those were quickly dashed by this Angels team as Lester, Beckett, and Buchholz worked the 3 games. The Buchholz pitched pretty well in his game, and of course the bullpen had the problems in Game 3, the finale of that series. Hockey upset with himself as the count evens at 2-2. Mike Napoli, who tied this game with a home run in the 3rd inning, waits on deck. To right field, and that's going to get in for a base hit. From third comes Matsui, and the Angels take a 2-1 lead. A 2-out RBI single for Howie Kendrick, and Los Angeles leads it 2-1.
Well, Kendricks always seems to find a way against the Red Sox, does he not? I mean, opposite field this time against John Lackey. Looks like a cut fastball that's down, and the inside-out swing by Kendrick brings that run in and gives the Angels the 2-1 lead.
He has hit at .397 in his career at Fenway Park. And in his career against the Red Sox overall at .346.
It seems like there's one team for everybody. It's weird. It's very strange how that works.
Ball 1 to Mike Napoli. Is there a team you wore out on a regular basis you could think about?
I can think of certain pitches.
Yeah.
You know, I wouldn't say wore them out, but I mean, they had some success against them. Yeah. There were certain teams I had some pretty good success against Kansas City for whatever reason.
Turf?
I'm sure that had something to do with it. Pitching matchups were pretty good for me.
Big secondary lead there for Howie Kendrick. Almost got cut off.
I didn't wear anybody out. I stung people.
You know, little stings.
Stings. Little stings.
Through the 75th pitch of the night for John Lackey. And there for a strike, and it's 2-1. I may be surprised to find out your best career average against an individual team. The Seattle Mariners.
Really?
You hit .331 against the M's. And you had like an all-time record there too, a milestone of the old place, Kingdom, right? First stolen base. Is that right or no?
Yeah. Actually, I was the first batter at the Kingdom.
Okay.
And I think I walked, stole second, stole third, and eventually scored somehow. But Diego Segui was the opposing pitcher. That was the inception of the Seattle Mariners.
I knew there was a tie in there somewhere because I remember when every time we go to Seattle, it's mentioned as runner goes, pitches a strike, and the throw down is going to be close and in time. Victor Martinez guns down Howie Kendrick to end the inning, but the Angels have taken a 2-1 lead.
just 40 minutes away in Lincoln, Rhode Island, is a proud sponsor of Red Sox baseball on Nesson. During the 2010 season, Twin River will donate $100 to the Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon for every Red Sox stolen base. Twin River Casino. So much, so close, so rewarding.
Bottom of the fourth inning back at Fenway Park. The Angels have taken the lead with a run in the top half of the inning. It's 2-1 Angels. Bottom third of the Red Sox order. Bill Hall leading it off. And taking the 0-1 outside. Ball flied out to right field in the second inning. He is 0 for 1. The Yankees have up their lead tonight. They're on top of the Tigers now, 6-2. As New York bats in the fourth inning. 1-1 as a high drive to deep left. Hall has been hitting a lot of these lately, and this one is gone. Long blast for Bill Hall, his 16th home run of the year. And just like that, the Red Sox tie the game 2-2.
Well, Don, we talked about Bill Hall and the view from the booth tonight in the pregame show. And it's a guy that somehow is going to stay in that lineup because he is really hot. Filled in admirably at second base when Pedroia was out. Gets a changeup that time from Kazmir and absolutely loses it.
Fifth home run of the month in 13 games. Well, during the 2010 Red Sox season, Hess and Hess Express will donate $500 to the Pediatric Trauma Program at Children's Hospital Boston for every home run hit by the Red Sox. Hess and Hess Express committed to helping the cause. They did a very good job filling in for Dustin Pedroia, now starting in left field tonight for the Red Sox and contributing again. This is ripped into left field. Darnell McDonald with a ringing single. Jumps on a 2-0 pitch. And is 2 for 2 in the game.
A double last time up for Darnell McDonald. This time he pulls the ball. Gets a fastball middle in and pulls it right by the third baseman for the base hit. So an opposite field double. A pulled base hit for McDonald.
Infield a double play depth for Los Angeles. Nobody out. Ryan Kalish the batter. They're in at the corners. Kalish with a swing and a miss. And a pitch down and away as Kazmir back to the slider.
They made Kalish look bad on a slider in his first at bat to strike him out, and he starts him out with the breaking ball. And he chases one well out of the strike zone.
Runner goes in the 0-1. It's a pitch outside. No throw from Mathis. And a stolen base for Darnell McDonald.
Well, the Red Sox must have something on Kazmir because we've seen Pedroia take off, and now we see Darnell McDonald, no hesitation, taking off at second base, and both successful in their steal attempts.
Darnell McDonald 7 for 7 in steal attempts on the season. In scoring position in this 2-2 game. Down and away, and it's 2-1. This will be the 70th pitch for Scott Kazmir. 52 through the first 2 innings and an 8-pitch third inning. And has not recorded an out yet here in the 4th inning. Tap foul, and it's 2-2. Time now for the answer to tonight's AT&T trivia question. Which 2 Red Sox players hit their first career grand slams in 2009? And it's Victor Martinez and Jed Lowry. Martinez hit his first career grand slam October the 3rd against his former team, the Cleveland Indians. And Lowry hit his the following day also against Cleveland. Red Sox are one of 9 teams with 2 players who have hit their first career grand slam this season. Nava and Kalish have done it. There's a fly ball to left field. Bobby Abreu makes the catch for the first out of the 4th inning. Would you like a chance to hit a home run over the Green Monster? At the Fenway Home Run Classic on August 28th, Steiner Sports is offering a once-in-a-lifetime chance to take your cuts from home plate here at Fenway Park against live pitching. To reserve your spot, call 877-SOX-STEINER. Jerry, maybe I'll have my chance.
There's your chance, Don.
I'll call 877-SOX-STEINER.
I'm not going to answer because I know I can't hit a home run.
One out here in the fourth inning. No McDonald at second. And Marco Scudero takes the ball inside. Just to finish up on the Grand Slam talk, David Ortiz is the Red Sox active leader with 9 Grand Slams. Scudero is grounded out and walked. As he takes strike one, 1-1. It's up high, ball 2. Center fielder Reggie Willits moves towards right center. For Scudero to go the other way. And it's relatively shallow in right. Scudero down the line at third, picked by Callaspo. And he throws across, and he has had a great night down there at third base. 2 down in the inning, no advance from McDonald.
I saves a run right there by making a nice backhanded play on Marco Scudero. This ball gets by. It's going to be a run for the Red Sox. Instead, it turns out to be the second out of the inning, and McDonald still at second base.
Two down, McDonald at second base. He's there with nobody out, still there with 2 down. Weston Pedroia has been on twice tonight in his second game back off the DL. Walked in the first, singled in the second. And takes ball 1. In between innings, we will chat with Terry Francona. And have that for you when we come back. With the top half of the 5th. 1-0 is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Victor Martinez waiting on deck, but there are 2 outs here in the 4th inning. Up and away, ball 2. Up, foul ground. We'll see if he can reach the seats. Callaspo and Mathis, but it's back into the seats. They go as far as they can. Overstock.com presents the ultimate Red Sox experience, which includes turning the scoreboard during the Red Sox-Yankees game on October 2nd. Go to Overstock.com for details. The scoreboard has turned once here in the bottom of the 4th inning already, as the game now tied 2-2 thanks to the home run by Bill Hall. This is on the ground off the side of the mound of Kendrick at second, and that'll wrap up the inning. But Red Sox tie the game. Bill Hall hits a home run, and we're tied at 2. 2-2 score as we head to the top half of the 5th inning. And Mike Napoli leads it off. Led it off with a home run in the 3rd inning as he takes strike 1 this time. Deep and straight away for Napoli. Home run was his 20th of 2010. Two foul off the end of the bat. It's 0-2. Red Sox baseball in Nesson is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank, the official bank of the Red Sox television network. Eastern Bank, the best team in banking. 80th pitch coming up for John Lackey. 0-2 the count to Mike Napoli. Tried to hold up, it goes around. Says Chris Guccione. It's strikeout number 2 for John Lackey. We had the chance to talk to Terry Francona between innings, and we started with the guy who hit a home run, Bill Hall.
Nice call, Don. Where's Remy at?
He's up here, but how about Bill Hall?
I'll tell you what, he's given us a lot of lifts, man. He's a strong kid, and he's kind of shown that form that, he had a couple years ago. We need it. It's great to see.
Tito, that first game back after you've been out for a long time like Petey was, it's like an out-of-body experience. Things happen so fast. It looks like tonight he's calmed down a little bit, and that base hit to the opposite field really showed that.
Rem, I agree. Yesterday, you saw him in the clubhouse. He was antsy. There was some anxiety. I don't care who you are. He was raring to go from about noon on. Tonight, it looks like things are slowing down a little bit.
How about him in the dugout? Did he drive you crazy the entire time he was on the DL?
Yeah, it's like watching you on Nesson. It's awful. It's tough to take.
So good to talk with you, Tito. Thank you.
Do we really need this segment? I mean, is it necessary?
You're going to get it every time.
He has this thing where he punches me every day. Every day.
Maybe it's a good luck thing.
Today he got me in the ribs, and I couldn't breathe for like 5 minutes, but I don't want to show him that he got me, But he almost dropped me today. Good guy. As it's 2 outs in the 5th inning.
I'm going to start calling him Dr. Francona pretty soon. He's had to answer more medical questions this year than it's unbelievable. It's every day. Adrian Beltre throwing some leather at the Angels. Diving backhanded play, and from one knee that flipped to first base. Plenty of time to get the out on Mathis.
Both third basemen playing very well defensively tonight. We've seen Alberto Callaspo on a couple of good plays, and Beltre with that one there. And 2 outs here in the 5th. 2-1 to Abreu. He was in there for strike 2, 2-2. Terry's had to use more medical terms than I think he's ever had to in his life, and he's done a pretty good job at that.
Yeah, he has to check once in a while to make sure he's using the right, medical jargon, because you don't want to get the wrong thing out in the paper. But it's every day. It's like it's a medical update every single day.
And of course, the news today that Corby Ellsbury and Mike Cameron both likely lost for the season. Ellsbury expected to miss 4 to 6 weeks with the rib. And this is sharply through the right side. Bobby Abreu picks up his second hit of the ball game. It's a 2-out single. We're in the 5th inning.
Well, Lackey very close to a 1-2-3 inning, but Bobby Abreu will have something to say about that. That fastball was supposed to be away. It stays middle plate. And right by Dustin Pedroia for the 2-out base hit. Abreu certainly a threat to steal, 16 on the season.
There's Reggie Willits with 2 down and Abreu at first base. Willits had a double in the first inning, grounded out second base in the 3rd. Lackey about to throw his 90th pitch. Concentrated so much on Kazmir's pitches and how many he's thrown early in this game, but a lot of pitches for John Lackey. And Willits lines this to right field. That's in for a base hit. Abreu will try to go first to third. Throw from right field is cut off. Something the Angels do very well. First to third and work on it a lot. And Abreu able to get to third there on the single to right by Willits.
Well, putting Willits in that second spot was a very bright move tonight by Mike Socha. He's got a double. He's got himself a single. First time he's faced his former teammate in John Lackey, and he's 2 for 3 on the night. Donald McDonald hitting the cutoff man. Really no chance to get Abreu at third base.
Pitching line is brought to you by Ace Ticket. 4 2/3 for Lackey. So far 2 runs, 9 hits. No walks, 2 strikeouts, 90 pitches even. First and third, 2 down. And Callaspo takes strike 1. He's made his presence felt defensively tonight, but so far not offensively. Lined into a double play in the first, bounced out to short in the third inning. Abreu at third, Willits across the diamond at first, 2 down. Line down the right field line towards the pole, hooking off the wall. No, it's a home run. Jerry Crawford calling it a home run. The fan grabbed it off the fan. It's out of the yard, and it is a 3-run home run for Callaspo. Right down that right field line. Callaspo's 9th home run of the year, and the 2nd-round tripper allowed by Lackey.
First home run Callaspo has had as a member of the Angels. That's a breaking ball down and in. A very good pitch for a left-handed hitter. 2-hit, and he hooks it into the stands. The fan touched it, but I think it was after it cleared the fence, and there was no argument by the Red Sox. I think I hit him in a bicep. One more look, and it looks like that ball would have been in the stands on top of the wall.
And a big 3-run home run by Alberto Callaspo. First in an Angels uniform. Hunter gets jammed on the 2-0 pitch, pops it up foul ground. Beltre down from third base. Makes the catch to end the inning. 3-run shot for Callaspo. 5-2 Angels lead. has had a great night defensively, and now he has chipped in offensively with a 3-run home run. Angels lead it 5-2. We're in the bottom of the 5th inning now as Victor Martinez facing Scott Kazmir, who's got a lead. It's down and in for ball 1. Martinez 0 for 2 in the game tonight against Kazmir. He's flied out to right and struck out swinging. Side ball 2. Victor 2 for his last 19. Rips this to left. This will grab some wall. And Abreu plays the hop as Martinez to second base. Got to hurry up. He is just in safely. Head first slide as it turned out for Victor Martinez. A good throw from left and Abreu. And Martinez gets in with a double.
Now, looked like he was going to be out at second base. He might have did some fancy work with his hands here. Let's take a look at the dive and let's see if he reaches around. Yes, he does. Because that throw beat him to second base. That's an excellent head first slide by Victor Martinez as he reaches around the bag and gets a piece of it before the tag gets on.
Safe at second. Safe and secure. New York Life. So a double to start the 5th inning. Red Sox have work to do, trailing by 3 runs now. As David Ortiz stands in. He's been aboard twice tonight. Ortiz walked in the 1st inning, singled in the 3rd. Action for the first time. Francisco Rodriguez, a right-hander, up now for the Angels as Kazmir works here in the 5th. There for a strike over the inside corner, 1-1.
One more look at that play at second base. Let's see if Kendrick, what he does here. It looks like he takes the throw the right way. He just maybe could have been straddling the bag a little bit more. But that's a heck of a slide by Martinez, really.
All 3-1. The pitching line is brought to you by your Boston area Lexus dealer, Scott Kazmir. And out of a big jam of the 2nd, the Red Sox left the bases loaded. Give up the home run to Bill Hall in the 4th inning. Through 52 pitches through the first 2. He works here in the 5th with nobody out. Ortiz takes strike 2. Fastball at 94 and on the corner. Ortiz now, Beltre next. Boston batting here in the 5th. On the ground, shift is on as Turris to the right side of the infield. The shortstop throws out Ortiz as Martinez takes 3rd base. Well, beginning tomorrow and on Friday during the Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon, follow the march to this year's goal of $5 million on the Arbella Insurance Tote Board. Every gift counts, so don't forget to make yours. Arbella, here for the Jimmy Fund, here for good. And that's something we'll be checking very often over the next 2 days. And again, we hope you will reach out as you always have in Red Sox Nation. As our Jimmy Fund Radio Telethon gets underway tomorrow. 1 out, Martinez at 3rd base. Adrian Beltre. Right now on the Bruins package, $4,200 is the top bid at the moment. It is still open and available for you to bid on.
That jumped quite a bit in the last hour.
Yes. 7-day Prague experience, October the 5th through the 11th. Airfare for two, 5-night stay. Dinner with Cam Neely is part of that open practice session, a memento gift. No strike one, 1-1.
Sure, Cam's paying for that dinner too, right?
I'm sure he is.
Yeah, it's part of the package.
Rip towards left center field for Adrian Beltre. Back towards the monster. Seats and gone. 2-run home run for Adrian Beltre, and the Red Sox are back within a run. Beltre's 23rd home run of the year.
Third RBI of the night for Adrian Beltre. In the top 10, that's a slider that hangs above the belt. And Beltre makes Casimir pay. So the lead is cut to 1 that quickly.
One out of the inning. Casimir now dealing with Mike Lowell, who fouls it off to the right.
Victor tried to get his head, didn't he?
He was going for it. To left field. Abreu coming in. It's shallow left. And it's going to be caught by Callaspo. How about that? With his back to the plate, running out to short left field, over the shoulder, makes the grab, and as it turned out, he had the only shot.
Was he having a night defensively and offensively? A triangle out there, and it's Callaspo that comes up with it. Usually you don't see the third baseman involved in a play like that. It's the shortstop, the left fielder, but it's Callaspo, the third baseman, that makes the play. Terrific play.
Red Sox baseball in Nesson is brought to you in part by Eastern Bank. For each Red Sox win this month, the Eastern Bank Charitable Foundation will donate $500 for the Boys and Girls Club of Lynn and Greater Salem. 2 outs here in the 5th inning. Red Sox back within a run. Bill Hall tied the game 2-2 with a solo shot in the 4th inning.
The Amica Pitch Zone is brought to you by Amica Insurance. Amica Insurance is not just how you're covered, it's how you're treated. And last time up, Bill Hall got a changeup right over the middle of the plate and picked up his 16th home run of the season.
Fly ball this time to right field, playable for Torrey Hunter. He wraps up the 5th inning, but a 2-run shot for Adrian Beltre and a 5-4 Angels lead. 5-4, the Angels on top of the Red Sox. Red Sox getting back within a run on a 2-run home run by Adrian Beltre. Jackie Matsui takes strike one. Matsui grounding into a double play in the second. Doubled in the fourth, 1 for 2. Ground ball right side. Pedroia has got it. And Matsui the first out of the 6th inning. What could be better than winning a pair of Green Monster tickets? How about throwing out a ceremonial first pitch? Pick up the Boston Sunday Globe this Sunday, August the 22nd, to find out how you could win one of these 2 great prizes. Red Sox hosting the Toronto Blue Jays over the weekend here at Fenway Park. The Seattle Mariners should be in as part of this 9-game homestand for the Red Sox. They won the first game of the homestand, trail tonight. At the moment, as pitch number 100 misses inside. And Scott Atchison up in the pen for Boston. Looks like he's about to have company. Breaking ball grounded to second. Pedroia there again. Nicer is Turris retired, 2 down.
Back-to-back ground ball outs on breaking balls from John Lackey as Felix Dubron starts to throw also with that Atchison.
Two outs in the 6th inning. Howie Kendrick coming up here as Lackey has surpassed 100. 124 is his high. And it's outside, ball 1. Kendrick grounded out to shortstop in the 2nd inning. Single to right field in the 4th. Swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. Kendrick with his single in the 4th inning knocked in the 2nd run. And the Angels their first lead. Swing and a miss. Lackey strikes out Kendrick as a 1-2-3 6th inning. It's 5-4 Angels.
things up with liquid Sundays at the pool at the MGM Grand at Foxwoods, presented by Mood Swing 360. The hottest DJs spin tunes from noon to sundown every Sunday.
5-4. The Angels are on top of the Red Sox here in the bottom of the 6th inning. As this call to the bullpen is brought to you by New England Ford Dealers. Francisco Rodriguez into the game for Los Angeles. 31st appearance. He's given up 5 runs in his last 5 outings. And a pitch in there for a strike 1 to Darnell McDonald. McDonald is 2 for 2. Double and single with a stolen base. Francisco Rodriguez in his second stint with the Angels this season at a 2-1 record with a 3.63 ERA and 13 games in between while pitching for Salt Lake. Swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. Spent all of last year at AAA. It's 5-4 last year for the Salt Lake City Bees. Tap foul is Scott Kazmir. Goes through the first 5 innings, making himself eligible for a win tonight after a rocky beginning, but Red Sox stranded 2 in the first, 3 in the second. A lot of pitches, but 5 innings, 8 hits, 4 runs. 3 walks, 2 strikeouts through 97 pitches. Allowed home runs to Bill Hall, a solo shot, and the 2-run home run by Adrian Beltre in the 5th. Two balls, 2 strikes to Darnell McDonald. Ryan Kalish and then Marco Scudero will be along here in the 6th inning. This one blooped to shallow right, down from second base. This will drop foul. Hunter was coming from right. Kendrick moving out there, and so was Napoli, but it lands harmlessly in foul ground. The league leaders are brought to you by Olympia Sports, the official sporting goods retailer of the New England Sports Network. Numbers are updated. Extra base hits. Red Sox leading with 458. Blue Jays, Twins, Yankees, and Rays. A lot of the American League East represented.
Toronto still leads the American League in home runs. The Red Sox second in the American League in home runs.
This one foul tipped, and 2-2 still to Darnell McDonald. Swing and a miss. McDonald goes chasing and strikes out to begin the 6th inning. It's time for a game break, and Catherine Tappan. Catherine? Okay, Catherine, thank you very much. So the former Tiger, Curtis Granderson, taking it out on his old team, and the Yankees with a 3-run lead now. As a pitch for a strike over the outside corner to Ryan Kalish. He was 0 for 2 tonight. He struck out swinging in the 2nd inning, flied out to left in the 4th. Strike 2. Kalish didn't think so. 95 and on the corner. Ball, 2 strikes, 1 out here in the 6th inning. Angels had a 5-2 lead. Red Sox get back with a 2-run home run from Beltray in the 5th. 1-run game now is the 1-2 to Kalish. He's in the dirt inside, 2-2.
Kalish happy to see Kazmir out of the game. 0 for 2 against Kazmir tonight. Strikeout and a fly ball to left field. Gets a chance to work on a right-hander now.
He's hit a 325 against right-handed pitching. Well, this time a swing and a miss, and it's back-to-back strikeouts for Rodriguez. 2 down in the 6th inning.
Yeah, both coming on cut fastballs. Fastball dipping down and into Kalish that time for the strikeout.
Introducing Arbor Coat Exterior Stain by Benjamin Moore. Revolutionary waterborne stain that outperforms the best oil-based stains on the market. Find Arbor Coat at your local Benjamin Moore retailer. 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Marco Scudero's 0 for 2 with a walk. In the dirt, 2-0. Felix Dubron up now by himself in the pen. Scott Atchison had been warming up alongside him last inning, but now it's Dubron. 106 pitches for Lackey through 6 innings in a 1-2-3 6th. Outside for ball 3, 3-0. Ball 4, and a 4-pitch walk for Marco Scudero with 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Be sure and join Jade McCarthy and Yuri Behringer tonight at 11 for Nesson Daily, presented by Sun Life Financial, a show for serious sports fans. I'll put you out there to talk to Francisco Rodriguez, who had 2 quick strikeouts before walking Scudero. And Dustin Pedroia coming up. Dustin tonight has walked and scored, single to right, and grounded out to second base. Tying run at first base for Boston with 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Scudero with 3 stolen bases and 3 tries on the year. Downstairs for ball 1. Is in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Fouled off to the right, and 1-2 now to Pedroia. Martinez waits on deck, but there are 2 outs here in the 6th inning. Swing and a miss. Gets it by Pedroia, 96 miles an hour. Ends up striking out the side. 5-4 Angels at the end of 6. Of the 7th inning back at Fenway Park. The Angels on top by a run 5-4 as they come to bat. It is 8-9-1 for the Angels. Mike Napoli takes a breaking ball from John Lackey, who's back on the mound. Lackey starting the 7th inning, now 107 pitches in his outing. A 1-2-3-6th inning on 10 pitches. Giving up a solo home run to Napoli back in the 3rd inning. 2-run home run by Callaspo in the 5th. And swing and a miss, 1-2.
Lackey going back to the breaking ball to quickly get ahead of Napoli, as Napoli had that home run back in the 3rd inning.
Swing and a miss, and Lackey strikes out Napoli. Closed the 6th inning by striking out Kendrick. Opens up the 7th by striking out Napoli.
Breaking ball followed by fastball. Sailing away that time from Napoli for the strikeout.
5 in a row retired by Lackey. Action behind him. Felix Dubron's been up now for 2 innings, and Manny Del Carmen warming in the pen also. For strike 1 to Jeff Mathis. Angels catcher is 0 for 2. He has struck out swinging and grounded out to 3rd base. Hits it foul off the 3rd base side, out of play. Dunkin' Donuts is in its 11th year of hosting local youth groups and charitable organizations in the Dunkin' Dugout, special seating section here at Fenway Park. Thousands of children have had the chance to catch a Red Sox home game thanks to Dunkin' Donuts. And 0-2. Foul tip. Stay alive for Mathis. Kevin Jepson is up in the pen for the Angels. Francisco Rodriguez struck out the side. He mixed in a walk in the 6th inning, but was able to strike out Darnell McDonald, Brian Kalish, and Dustin Pedroia. The 0-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Mathis strikes out. Back-to-back Ks for Lackey. He's getting stronger as this outing goes along. 2 down.
Ashby tying his last 6 in a row and 3 straight strikeouts. 2 on curveballs, 1 on a fastball. That was the breaking ball that time to pick up the strikeout against Mathis.
Two down here in the 7th inning. Top of the order, Bobby Abreu. He's been a problem tonight. He has doubled in the 3rd inning, singled in the 5th. 2 for 3 night. And a strike one over the outside corner. Everybody in the Angels starting 9 has a hit with the exception of the number 9 man, Jeff Mathis, who just struck out for the 2nd time tonight. Pitch 117 is on the outside corner. It's 1-2. Get this out here. It'd be the 3rd time that Lackey has gone 7 innings at least against his old team. 1-2 pitch. Just off the outside edge. 2-2.
And Lackey with about 2 or 3 steps toward the Red Sox dugout. He thought he had this for strike 3. Very close.
Abreu hits a high fly ball to center field, sending Kalish back onto the track, front of the wall to make the catch. That ends the top of the 7th inning stretch. 5-4 Angels. Just like the Red Sox are the local hometown favorite baseball team, Dunkin' Donuts is the hometown favorite for coffee. Dunkin' Donuts would like to recognize the hometown favorite fan of the game, going above and beyond. Just like Dunkin', with 60 years of coffee greatness, Dunkin' Donuts is #1 for iced coffee. On to the bottom of the 7th inning, 5-4 Angels on top of the Red Sox. As Victor Martinez leads it off. New Angels pitcher is Kevin Jepson into his 48th game of the year, 2-2 with a 4.05 earned run average. He's given up 5 runs to the Red Sox in 2 2/3 innings. It's overall hitting at .243 against him as it's strike 1 to Victor Martinez. Victor flied out to right in the 1st inning, struck out swinging in the 2nd, doubled and scored in the 5th. Daniel Bard now warming in the Red Sox pen. I've seen plenty of relievers warming, but nobody but John Lackey in this game so far.
Yeah, I think had Lackey got in trouble in the 7th inning, it would have been either Del Carmen or Dubront in that inning. Now the Red Sox only 1 run down as they head to the 8th. We'll probably see Daniel Bard.
Strike over the inside corner. And it is 1-2 to Victor Martinez. Angels out hitting the Red Sox 10-8 on top, 5-4. Chopped softly towards third. Callaspo was very deep, bare hands and throws. Not enough on it. Victor beats it out. Could not get much behind that throw. Nice bid by Callaspo, who's backed up at third base.
A swinging bunt that time by Victor Martinez down that third base line. You can see how deep Callaspo is, and he has to come in and play it in the bare hand and try to flip at the same time. And just barely beating it at first base was Victor Martinez. That's a very difficult play for a third baseman, and Victor going as hard as he can just barely beats it at first base.
A little extra time here as Terry Francona comes out. Not sure if Victor hurt himself or not.
Looks like his thumb, his left thumb. Probably on the swing.
He's on the DL with a thumb injury. He'll stay in the game.
Kind of a funny follow through on that swing. Looked like he get that thumb jammed as he was going through his follow through.
Lead runner on for the Red Sox here in the 7th inning, David Ortiz. With a swing and a drive towards left field, back towards the wall, and off the wall. Karam played by Abreu. Throw to second base, and Ortiz gets there. Wall ball double. Second and third, nobody out in the 7th inning.
Ortiz using the opposite field a couple of times tonight. Once against Scott Kazmir earlier. This time he gets a fastball away and plants it off the left field wall. Big Papi, who extended that hitting streak to 9 games earlier, comes up with a double, and the Red Sox second and third with nobody out.
Adrian Beltre takes strike one. It's time now for the Comfort Zone, brought to you by Hanes. Look great, feel great, and a lay flat collar undershirt. And this season, Adrian has been very comfortable against the Angels with .378 average, 4 home runs. Getting one in the ball game tonight. And it was a big swing, 0-2.
Slide at that time from Jepson kept it down and out of the strike zone, and Beltre chases it. Quickly gets ahead 0-2.
Martinez at third base, Ortiz at second base, nobody out. Elevates, and Beltre chases Jepson at 97, strikes him out for the first out of the 7th inning.
That changed eye direction that time. He went from the slider down and out of the strike zone to a fastball up and out of the strike zone. A huge strikeout for Jepson there.
Second and third, one out, infield in. About halfway right now. They're not all the way to the lip of the grass. Victor running at third base. That's Lowell, the batter. Strike one.
And that position they're in right now should be able to hold Victor Martinez at third base on a ground ball to the infield.
In the dirt, blocked by Mathis. No advance for Martinez.
Ball gets away from Mathis, but not far enough to score Martinez from third base. He backhands it, knocks it down, and it travels up that first base line, but not far enough.
Well, 9 fans, last chance. The auction it ends here at the end of the 7th inning. The Bruins package for 2 to Prague. Second and third, one out. A 1-1. He was outside, ball 2. Fouls it off. 99 that time from Jetson. Infield hit for Victor Martinez to get it started. The wall ball double for David Ortiz. Second and third, Beltre struck out. Lowell waiting on a 2-2 from Kevin Jepson. 3 full count. Ball 4. 99 but up, and Lowell does not chase. Bases loaded for Boston with 1 out.
Bill Hall being called back to the dugout. Let's see who pops out. J.D. Drew down there as a left-handed hitter.
Butcher, the pitching coach, headed out, as Drew will be batting here for Bill Hall in the 7th inning.
Tomorrow night, it's Olympia Sports presents the Boston Globe Red Sox Game Day Live with Catherine Tappan and Peter Gammons. It's day 1 of the Jimmy Fund Telethon, and we'll have it all covered. That and much more tomorrow night at 6 only on NESN.
Bases loaded, 1 out in the 7th inning. Red Sox trailing by a run. Drew 2 for 6 as a pinch hitter this season. Looking ball for strike 1. One of the fastballs from Jepson. He throws a curveball here to Drew to start him off. This one bounces in, gets away. Here comes Victor to the plate, and the game is tied.
Well, he tried to snap off another one of those breaking balls, and this time it bounces in front of Mathis. Deflects off him deep enough back to where Victor Martinez can score. Good ball in the dirt, right off the top of the shoulder of Mathis.
Now they will intentionally put on Drew. First base open. McDonald waiting on deck.
You've got 3 pinch hitters on the bench, all switch hitters. Lowry, Nava, and Saltalamacchia. Looks like Nava's got the bat in his hand.
The next time you're in the mood for lobster this summer, head on over to Uno. They have terrific lobster dishes to choose from, including lobster wrap, lobster sliders, lobster flatbread, and so much more. It's only at Uno, way deeper than pizza. Base is loaded. Daniel Nava introduced. 1 out here in the bottom of the 7th inning. Red Sox have tied the score 5-5. Nava's 2 for 4 as a pinch hitter. Daniel Bard continues to warm as he gets ready for the top of the 8th. Will it be in a tie game, or will the Red Sox have the lead? There's strike 1. McDonald tonight had been 2 for 3, a double and a single and a stolen base. That's Nava, who hits at 290. Good shooting here against the right-hander. A strike, and it's 0-2.
Fastball followed by either a cutter or a slider right here that picks up the outside corner.
Hit, and the Red Sox will take the lead. From third comes David Ortiz. And it is 6-5 now. Boston, the hit batsman, puts the Red Sox on top.
How about that? I mean, Jepson quickly gets ahead of Daniel Nava. No balls and 2 strikes. Tries to come inside with a fastball and hits Nava. The Red Sox have taken the lead in this game on a wild pitch and a hit batter. Well, you got him right in the ribs.
Bases reloaded. Ryan Kalish now with a chance. 0 for 3 in the game. Chops it up the middle. Kendrick at second base will fire to first, and they get the double play after he tagged the bag at second. It looked like he hopped over it, but they get it. And it ends the inning with the Red Sox take a 6-5 lead. their kitchen. Visit FWF Showrooms, Frank Webb's Bath Centers for friendly experience guidance. Find your showroom at frankwebb.com. It is 6-5. Red Sox have taken the lead as they get 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning. Both teams with 10 hits. And the Red Sox with defensive changes after Drew pinch hit. He now takes over in right field. Nava pinch hitting. Of course, being hit by the pitch, giving the Red Sox the lead. He's now in left. And Daniel Bard, the new pitcher. After 7 innings from Lackey, Bard's 54th appearance. 1-2, the 2.01 ERA. 57 Ks and 53 and 2/3 innings. Strike 1 to Reggie Willits, registering at 98 miles an hour from Bard. Lackey with another chance to beat his team. He has needed a little help tonight from the offense, and he gets it. As the Red Sox collect 2 runs in the 7th inning and take a 6-5 lead. The 0-1 is lined to third, and Beltre, who is in on the grass at third base, reaches up to make the grab.
There's Beltre in perfect position at third base, playing in because of the bunting ability and speed of Willits. Makes the catch on the line drive. After the home run, Don, Lackey gave up. He got very tough after that, retired the remainder of the batters that he faced.
And 7 men in a row after the 3-run home run by Callaspo. So he goes 7 innings, scatters 10 hits, 5 runs, no walks, 5 Ks. Those 119 pitches and has a chance to beat the Angels for the 3rd time this year. Looking for his 11th win of the season. Bard first out of the pen. His 1-0 to Callaspo, misses, ball 2. Outside, ball 3.
Time now for the Coors Light freeze cam, and it's the Callaspo home run that just kept hooking down that right field line and hit a fan in the first row. Coors Light freeze cam brought to you by Frost Brewed Coors Light, the world's most refreshing beer.
A strike when Callaspo thought he had ball 4. Check swing grounder that is foul. And a pitch in, full count. That was at 99 and in. Three-2 to Callaspo. Foul straight back, 100 miles an hour, and he was on it, but fouls it back.
Now watch out, Dickie V behind there. See him flinch?
Dickie V flinched?
He flinched.
Needs a timeout. Foul off to the left, still 3-2. Eighth pitch of the at-bat coming up to Alberto Callaspo, 1 out in the 8th. Hunter waiting on deck. Angels had a 5-2 lead in this game. They trail by a run now as Callaspo waits another one.
Take a look from behind home plate at a 99-mile-an-hour fastball.
Ball 4, and Cayaspo in a lengthy at bat finally works a walk. Makes up a string of 8 in a row retired by Red Sox pitching.
After the game, it's WB Mason Extra Innings Live with Catherine Tappan and Peter Gammons. They'll bring you a John Lackey breakdown as well as a post-game reaction from the starting pitcher. That and much more after the game on WB Mason Extra Innings Live.
One out, Cayaspo at first base. Torrey Hunter, 1 for 3, singled in the second inning. Rounded out in the fourth, fouled out in the fifth. Hunter drives it out towards deep right center field. Kalish moving over and calling for it to make the catch in front of Drew for the second out of the eighth. Red Sox baseball on NESN is brought to you by Eastern Bank, awarded highest customer satisfaction in retail banking in the New England region by J.D. Power and Associates. Ryan Kalish working on his communication now as a center fielder out there with J.D. Drew coming over. And a called off Drew, who veered off, and Kalish made the grab. 2 down in the eighth. The winning bid, and thanks to whoever it came from, for the Prague trip for the Bruins, $5,400.
Congratulations, Doug. Heading to Prague.
The 2 games to see the Bruins. A 1-0. He's in there for a strike, and it's 1-1. Matsui has grounded into a double play, doubled and scored, and grounded out to second base. Fouled off, and it's 1-2. A very deep end straight away on Matsui with 2 outs in the 8th inning. One out walk for Cayaspo, who's at first base. Hunter flies out, 2 down. Hard ready with the 1-2 pitch. Matsui slicing it foul 100 miles an hour. One and two, and he's going to drop the slider on him. It is fouled back. Matsui hanging in there on the breaking ball after seeing all the fastballs before.
Well, they wanted to try to drop that one down around the shoe tops of Matsui. It stayed up in the zone, and he was able to foul it off. Cayaspo was off at first base on that 1-2 count.
A 1-2. Matsui fouling it off to the left back and out of play. For 3 against Bard in his career with 2 walks. Red Sox had 7 innings tonight from John Lackey, who gave up 5 runs on 10 hits. The Red Sox giving him the lead with 2 runs in the bottom of the 7th inning. 1 scoring on a wild pitch, 1 on a hit batter. As Papelbon gets ready in the pen. 2 outs here in the 8th. 7th pitch of the at-bat coming up for Hideki Matsui. Low throw dug out by Lowell. There's the runner as the pitch is low. The throw from Victor Martinez is not in time. Ayaspo steals second base. And it's now 2-2 to Hideki Matsui.
Second time he tried in that at bat. This time the throw's right on the money by Victor Martinez, but not in time. Stole that one off Daniel Bard. Pop-up slide by Ayaspo.
So tying run in scoring position now for the Angels with 2 outs here in the 8th. The battle continues between Daniel Bard and Hideki Matsui. In tight, full count. This at bat about to advance into double figures in pitches. This will be the 10th pitch of the at bat for Hideki Matsui here with 2 outs in the 8th. Slider missing for ball 4. And down to first base goes Matsui. 2 walks in the inning allowed by Bard now.
Second time on a 3-2 count he's thrown an off-speed pitch. Ayaspo walked on a changeup, and then Matsui walks on the slider.
Pinch runner here for the Angels, Brandon Wood. A run for Matsui at first base. So 2 on, 2 down, both on via the walks as 21 pitches, now 22 pitches thrown by Bard in this inning. And Meiser is terse. He's 1 for 3. He doubled back in the second inning. To short left, late break for Nava. He dives and makes the catch in left. Daniel Nava makes the grab. 6-5 still.
City Electric Red Sox final with Catherine Tappan and Peter Gammons. They'll preview Josh Beckett's start tomorrow against Irvin Santana in the series finale. Don't miss it after the game, only on NESN.
6-5, but only because of the catch by Nava in left field. He got kind of a late break, but then came on hard and made a great catch.
Yeah, for a while it didn't look like he was going to get there, but clearly he gets that ball before it hits the grass, shows it to the umpire, and he gets the out call.
Daniel Bard watching the path in from Nava and the grab.
See, Nava, he took a step back, and then he started to come in.
Scudero down the right field line towards the corner and the pole, and it is gone. No, it's going to be off the wall according to the first base umpire. Man's hat came over, but apparently hit the wall. And there to make the call, Jerry Crawford, the crew chief, down the first base line. So Scudero with a double to get the 8th inning started.
Third time Scudero's been on base tonight. Two walks and now this big double in the bottom of the 8th inning.
Saw the hat come down with the ball.
Tried to catch it with the hat.
That's what happened. Pitch down and away to Pedroia. I lost sight of it, and that's why. Into the hat. So a double for Scudero. Red Sox looking to obtain some insurance on top by a run here in the 8th. Pedroia bunting at it. Or did he pull it back? Apparently pulled it back. 2-0. Michael Kahn into this game becomes the 4th pitcher tonight for the Angels. Last 5 outings have been scoreless for him. 4 2/3 innings pitch. 3 hits and 4 Ks and 4 2/3. The bunt hit is dropped down, and Kahn will go to first on a soft toss, with Kendrick covering as Scudero takes third base.
Well done by Dustin Pedroia. Moving that man to third base with less than 2 outs. On a ball up and in, he's able to get the barrel of the bat on top of the baseball. Get it down on the ground. Kahn makes the play to his second baseman to get the out.
So 1 out, Scudero at third base, as Victor Martinez has had a 2-hit night. Double in the 5th, the infield hit in the 7th. 2 for 4. The infield in all the way around for the Angels. And a breaking ball away for ball 1. Reminder to stay with us after the game for WB Mason's Extra Innings Live. Complete post-game coverage coming up. Catherine Tappan and Peter Gammons after this one is over. Ball 2-2-0. David Ortiz waiting on deck. 1 out in the 8th. Red Sox have 2 cracks to try to get Scudero in from third. First, Victor Martinez. Martinez to first, under the glove of Napoli into right. Here comes Scudero with that insurance. Red Sox lead it 7-5.
Now, certainly a playable ball for Napoli down at first base. Remember, this is a catcher that is now playing first base for the Angels. Could not knock the ball down, and the Red Sox pick up an insurance run. Ball went right underneath his glove.
They rule it a base hit. So Martinez with his 3rd hit of the night. He's credit for an RBI, and the Red Sox lead at 7-5. Now David Ortiz, who doubled his last time up, has been on base 3 times in the game tonight. As he takes that one away. Walk in the first, a single in the third, grounded out in the 5th, and then doubled off the wall in the 7th inning. Rolled foul, 1-1. Red Sox trying to improve their season series record against the Angels to 9-0. With a 7-5 lead with 1 out in the last half of the 8th. The Angels will have the bottom third of their lineup expected: Kendrick, Napoli, and Mathis. And as Papelbon gets ready in the pen, he's now got a 2-run lead to work with. That one is up and away. Ortiz fouling it straight back, 2-2. What's that one back again?
Sure does, doesn't he? That was a pitch right down the middle of the plate. David had a good swing at it. Just fouled it straight back. Ooh.
Outside, ball 3 in the breaking ball, 3-2. Since Kahn has come in, the double for Scudero to begin the inning. Pedroia with the sac bunt. Martinez with an RBI single. Red Sox lead it by 2 runs now. And a full count for David Ortiz with 1 out of the inning. Martinez takes off at first as Ortiz rips it foul. Check at first base on Martinez. Back to the bag. So kind of into the runner. There goes Victor again, and it's ball 4 up and away to David Ortiz. The wildness continues for Kahn. He's now 7 walks allowed in the game by Angels pitching. For every Red Sox game that goes into extra innings or the Red Sox get a save, CVS Pharmacy will donate $500 to the Children's Hospital of Boston. CVS Pharmacy is the official pharmacy of the Boston Red Sox. 1 out here in the 8th. Runners at first and second. A run in for Boston. And Adrian Beltre. 2-hit night, a single and a home run. And now Kahn wants to talk to Mathis. Inside, ball 1. Four runs charged to the starter tonight, Scott Kazmir. He went 5 innings. 2 runs charged to Kevin Jepson. And a run so far to Michael Kahn. Ball 2, 2-0. He's thrown 17 pitches, 6 for strikes. Hard to get the close ones, and they're all over the place like Khan has been. There's a swing and a miss for Beltre. It takes a hack, 2-1.
Now Beltre had his mind made up, didn't he? 2-0 count, fastball. I'm going for it. Ball up a little bit in the zone.
He struck out on a high fastball in the 7th inning. It was against Kevin Jepson. A swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. More action for Los Angeles. Scott Shields, a right-hander, has had trouble at times, certainly against the Red Sox, but certainly here at Fenway Park.
That catcher had trouble getting the ball back to him. That's better.
2-2 is on the ground to third base. Hyaspo goes to second for one on the first base, not in time. Took a while for Kendrick to get that out of the glove, and the throw was wide. As taking third base is Martinez. They do erase Ortiz at second.
Nothing really smooth about this around the second base bag. You see Kendrick right there, almost like he got the ball in a bad grip and sent it sailing a little bit toward first base. Napoli can't keep contact with the bag. I don't think Kendrick got a good grip on that baseball.
So they're at the corners with 2 down. And Mike Lowell, the batter. 0 for 3 with a walk tonight. As he takes strike 1. Victor Martinez at third base. Adrian Beltre at first base. 2 down in the 8th. Just outside, 1-1. Popped up right side. Howie Kendrick to the outfield grass to make the catch. It ends the inning. The Red Sox grab a run and take a 7-5 lead in the 9th. Sox on top of the Angels as we head to the ninth. It's time now for a look ahead of the road ahead, brought to you by Safeco Insurance. Tomorrow in the 10th and final meeting of the season between these two teams, the Red Sox will face Urban Santana. Santana will be making his second start of the season at Fenway Park on May 4th. He allowed just 1 run over 7 innings, but the Angels bullpen allowed 4 runs, and the Red Sox won that game 5-1. There could be a chance for the Red Sox to take all 10 games in this season series. First, they got to get the 9th one, and Papelbon is on to try to get that done. His 50th appearance of the year. Tied for 3rd in saves in the American League with 29 out of 35 in save opportunities. And opponents sitting at 205 against Papelbon. The scoreless 10th Friday night at Texas. Howie Kendrick leads it off and takes strike 1. Kendrick in the game, 1 for 3 with a single and an RBI. Kind of an odd outing for Barton. The reason I say it was odd is only because he didn't strike anybody out in the inning he worked. That's pretty unusual. And he walked 2. With a very nice catch in left field. Daniel Nava. 1-1 is in the dirt. 2-1.
So far, Papelbon's featured the fastball, the slider, and the splitter to Howie Kendrick.
The count to Kendrick. In the air down the right field line. Over is Drew towards the seats, but it's back into the crowd just beyond Canvas Alley. Red Sox getting a big run in the bottom of the 8th inning, giving them a little space. Kendrick has not had any success with Papelbon in his career. 0 for 5 with a K.
Fastball away.
This one fouled back to the backstop, and it is still 2-2.
Shook off the splitter, shook off the fastball in, and then wanted to go away with the fastball, and Kendrick fouls it off.
Kendrick, Napoli, then Mathis in the inning.
Slider.
Kendrick grounds it foul outside of 3rd. Two balls, 2 strikes, nobody out. Leadoff hitter here in the 9th inning. Red Sox on top by 2. Play for Kendrick to go the other way. The center fielder Kalish into right center. Kendrick swing and a miss. Strike 3. Out number 1 of the 9th.
Looked like a splitter from Jonathan Papelbon and a hardwood at 92 miles an hour. So Papelbon showing Kendrick all of his pitches in that at bat.
Yankees game has gone final. Red Sox trying to keep pace with both New York and Tampa Bay. The Rays won earlier today, and New York wins 9-5 against the Tigers tonight. Napoli with 1 out in the 9th. Take strike one from Papelbon. 97 on the fastball. Papelbon's velocity lately has been much higher.
Where were we when he touched 99? Toronto?
Toronto or Texas? I don't remember which.
I think it was Toronto. Another splitter.
And it's effective. It's 0-2.
Once again, the bottom falling out of this pitch right at the end.
Really a pitch that was returned to Papelbon, a pitch that he kind of abandoned for a while. Worked hard on the splitter and the slider a lot during spring training, those secondary pitches. Ready with an 0-2 pitch to Mike Napoli. Swing and a miss, strike three. Napoli's gone. Kendrick and Napoli both down by way of the K, 2 outs in the ninth.
Well, they wanted to go upstairs with the fastball, maybe a little higher than that, but it was certainly effective enough as he throws it by Napoli. Third time Napoli has struck out after hitting a home run back in the third inning.
Two outs for Jeff Mathis, who is going to be pinch hit for by Eric Ibar. Ibar, who started last night's game at shortstop, it's a .268, 5 home runs, 26 runs batted in. As he takes strike one. Papelbon's been all business here so far. 11 pitches, 9 for strikes. Just outside, 1-1. Don't forget after the game to stay with us for Granite City Electric's Red Sox final. It's coming up from our Nesson HD Television Center. Catherine Tappan, Peter Gammons. And we wrap up game 2 of this 3-game series between the Red Sox and the Angels. Red Sox trying to secure their 9th win without a loss against the Angels. A 1-1. Swing and a miss. Bat is hurled down the first base line. And it's 1-2. A pretty good toss from Ibar. Franco Ducking's recovered despite the fact it was some 40 yards away. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Two outs in the 9th inning. Papelbon gets his sign ready with a 1-2 pitch. We're going up. It is strike 3 of 97 and over the plate. 1-2-3 9th inning for Papelbon. Kendrick, Napoli, and Ibar all down by way of the K. And Jonathan Papelbon picks up the save. First pitcher with 30-plus saves in each of his first 5 Major League seasons. And this was as good as we have seen him all year, Jerry.
You know, I'm just going to say that, Don. There's a lot that happened in this game, but I like to focus on Papelbon because I thought his stuff tonight was as good as we've seen it. We saw a fastball from him, we saw his sliding, and we saw an excellent split-fingered fastball, and that was Jonathan Papelbon at his best.